Hey, World Entertainment, and Peter Safran has been out doing the rounds, and he has given us an update regarding Gotham City. Yeah, of all things, we're hearing about Gotham City. In fact, we're hearing when we're going to actually see Gotham City, the new DCU Gotham City, on the big screen. And the one thing that you're not going to get with it is Batman. That's right, we're going to be introduced to Gotham City, but not Batman. When and how are we getting introduced to Gotham? Well, apparently it's going to happen in Clayface. And yet, there's still no word on the DCU's Batman. But let's have a look at this. So, it's saying Gotham City, the home of criminals like Joker, Poison Ivy, Penguin, and Mr. Freeze, as well as heroes like Nightwing, Red Hood, Batgirl, Robin, and of course, Batman. Finally, we have confirmation that the city protected by the Caped Crusader will be the setting of an upcoming film. Creature Commandos started the DCU in December of 2024 and took us to the fictional country of, however in the hell you pronounce this, Polokastan or something like that, and other locations throughout the DCU. One of those locations was Gotham City, albeit very briefly. It also gave us our first look at Batman within the DCU, but don't expect that to be a perfect indicator of what the Dark Knight will look like when he is eventually fully revealed. Metropolis is the next iconic location to be explored when Superman releases in July of this year, and then will likely be explored further in Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow in June of 2026. I doubt that, seeing as that's meant to be an off-world movie, so On September 11th, 2026, Clayface will explore the world of Gotham City. DC Studios co-CEO, at least for now if these rumours are to be believed, Peter Safran spoke with The Wrap to reveal the setting of the movie. And here's what he said. It fits nicely within the DCU, and it takes us into the world of Gotham. So the opportunity to make a horror movie for DC was kind of like a gift. So that's what he said, and you obviously see he's stating it'll be set in Gotham City. So this continues saying, it's no surprise that Gotham City is the location for DC's first horror movie, especially considering who that story is about. Gotham is full of different terrifying characters. Two-Face, Man-Bat, the Phantasm, Killer Croc, Scarecrow, Professor Ping, and Joker are just a few scary characters that roam the streets of Gotham on a regular basis. Recently, James Watkins also confirmed to be the director of Clayface by The Hollywood Reporter. They also stated there, sources say the film is budgeted at $40 million and is a Hollywood horror tale centered on a B-movie actor who injects himself with a substance to keep himself relevant, blah blah blah, we already know all that stuff. The movie has also been recently confirmed to have an R rating attached to it. So they are now confirming that it's going full balls to the wall by the sounds of things. This part says, one of the things Peter and I talked about when we first got the script is if we were producing movies 5 years ago, like when we were doing Bilko Experiment and all of that stuff, and somebody had brought us this horror script called Clayface about this guy, we would have died to have produced this movie because it was just a really excellent body horror script, and the fact that it's in the DCU is just a plus. Then we have Clayface, pure effing horror, like totally real. Their version of that movie, it is so real and true and psychological and body horror and gross. It's definitely R-rated. So I'm not sure who said that. That must mean that guy James Watkins, who's going to direct this thing. So it's well known that Clayface was a surprise idea that was not originally part of Gunn's and DC Studios' plans for Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters. The script written by Mike Flanagan was apparently so good that Gunn and Safran decided to greenlight and streamline the movie for a very quick release after its initial announcement, and yada yada yada. So Clayface is going to take place in Gotham City, And is this going to be another scenario where we start seeing Gotham? Clayface is going to be out there doing God knows what, and we, the audience, are we going to sit there and go, where's Batman during this? Why isn't he here? Now, it makes sense, obviously, in Penguin, for what they explained and stuff, as to why Batman wasn't there, and with everything happening in Gotham at that time, it made sense. This, yeah, not the case. And the fact that you're going to introduce a Batman villain in Gotham City before we even have a Batman in this universe is just ridiculous to me. I really don't know what they're doing. How do you not go from Superman to Batman? That is what should have been done. And instead they're going, well, we're going to do this thing first, then we're going to do Superman, then Supergirl, then Clayface, then this, and absolutely nowhere in sight is Batman. And the irony is, we know that Warner Brothers and Zaslav particularly is getting very frustrated with this, that they want to fast track Batman. And that could also end up being a massive problem, because are they going to end up being pressured into rushing and we end up just getting a slop of a movie? God only knows. Or worse, slop of a casting choice. Honestly, that could very well happen as well, especially knowing James Gunn. We'll have to wait and see. I just think it's getting ridiculous now that everything bar Batman is now getting announced in basically his city. And what a joke it really is starting to become. But we'll have to wait and see what we get. And will the movie have a stinger at the end of a bat signal just to kind of go, ooh? Because if that's the case, then let's be honest, you're just copying what Penguin did. But it made more sense in Penguin because Batman was already established. They do not have a Batman established. So let's see what happens. But anyway, there you go. That's what Peter Safran's saying. We're going to get introduced to Gotham City on the big screen in Clayface. So with that, I shall leave it there for this one. Cheers, and I will catch you in the next one.